historical flick. Today we're going to be talking about Incredibles 2.
So Incredibles 2 is the direct sequel of the first Incredibles movie. It picks up right after it, and it kind of has like a super similar plot, in my opinion. It's just kind of this juxtaposition of heroes trying to be legal when they're illegal. So overall, it's not a very in-depth plot, and I feel like it doesn't have the emotional depth of the first film.
Yeah, like Brian said, this movie is very similar to the first one, in my opinion. And, you know, I'm honestly not the biggest fan of the Incredible movie at all, and this one's still the same to me. I just, you know, it was okay. It was fine. It was a superhero type movie.
Yeah, I feel like this movie was a little overhyped. I mean, it's good. It's a fine movie, and I don't think it's as good as the first one. People are making out to be this, you know, it was definitely worth the wait. It was worth taking so many years to make this movie. And it does feel kind of like a hollow sequel. I don't even feel like the characters had any kind of real development from the first film. It's kind of just a fun, easy-to-watch movie. It felt more like a kid's movie than the first one.
It felt more like a kid's movie, but to me the length felt a little lengthy at times. I feel like it dragged a bit in the middle before we got to the end, and I could feel it. I'm not gonna lie. I saw some kids getting a little restless.
I didn't feel like it was that terribly long. I could see how it could benefit from maybe being 10 or 15 minutes shorter, but it did have some really good action scenes. I think that was the best part about the film. It had really visually pleasing action scenes, and obviously the animation was incredible, as you would expect from Pixar. But yeah, overall, it's just hollow beneath that really, really nice exterior of a movie. Once you get below the surface for the characters and the plot, it's not really a lot there.
Yeah, the animation is definitely great. There's some really great shots, especially when they're in like this tall building, they're overlooking the city.
Oh, yeah, there's some really good, impressive animation that I don't think they could have done back then.
All the detail and everything, especially even like certain characters, new characters, their hair, their expressions on their face. Like, I know the one girl who plays Void is by Sophia Bush. And she had, like, a lot of the same mannerisms that Sophia Bush does, like, when she talks. And, like, that's all.
So I feel like the villain in this movie was pretty weak compared to the first movie. The first movie, the character had a little bit of depth to him. You kind of understood where he was coming from. You kind of almost related to him at times. This one was just kind of a bad guy that hated superheroes. And I felt like that was the weakest part of the film. And I also felt that the twist to this movie was kind of predictable. You could kind of see it coming a mile away if you see movies like this, superhero movies. So, yeah, overall, just felt like it could have done a lot more with the amount of time they had to make this story and plot.
I knew from the very beginning who the villain was.
Yeah,
I was just waiting for it. I'm like, this is all too good to be true type deal. So I completely agree. So I'd give this movie a 6 out of 10. Most of you may be like, Noelle, what are you thinking? But I honestly just thought it was just kind of average. And 6 out of 10 in my book is like decent. It's not great. And I thought the story was kind of flat in some areas. Animation stunning. I love that about Pixar. They're always improving and adding new elements to their movies. But otherwise, like, I'm excited. I want to see the next Pixar movie that's new and original. So
yeah, I'm gonna have to give this movie a 7 out of 10. It's definitely not a bad movie. It was a really fun movie. It was very entertaining. The animation, like she said, is incredible. It's probably the best I've seen so far out of anything. Love the art style. Love the action. Just, it was very surface level. While it was a really fun movie, there wasn't a lot to dig into. I mean, I get that these are at their core children's movies, but Pixar's done a good job, especially with Inside Out and Coco and Dory, of having these messages that kind of resonate with people when you can read into them and parents and adults can appreciate it. And this one was kind of just like a fun kids action movie.
So that sums up our review of Incredibles 2. Tell us in the comments what you thought about the movie. Remember to like and subscribe down below, and we always appreciate your support, and thank you. Bye!